and we are back for part 3 of the Darkling Tag. This is more of a true or false sort of question based, and when I looked at most of these questions, I actually had to research some of it because, to be honest, there was not a lot that I actually knew about. And there is a few questions where I will probably elaborate on, or if it reminds me of a funny story, I'm probably going to tell you about it. And give a like or comment if you like my new layout of the background here. If you could be a supernatural creature, what would it be and why? Well, I would want to be a vampire because you can turn into a cute little bat and just fly around, and if you get hungry, you'll be able to drink people's blood. And to be fair, if there was like special superpowers that you get with being a vampire, I would probably want one of those. Like, where do you get these? Like, superpowers, like, seriously, I would just love to be a vampire. What horror movie monster based superpower would you have if you could have one? To be honest, I would freaking love to be Freddy Krueger. His superpower is to just go into people's dreams and kill them. And that might pinpoint me to be sort of psychotic, but I love horror movies. I've seen probably mostly any horror movie that you might name. If there's any horror movies that you're thinking of, post them to me below in the comments and I'll look them up and probably see what they're like. Because I need new horror movies to watch. I mean, nothing is scary anymore, like literally. And even if there is, then I can't wait to watch them. Do you feel comfortable interacting with gothic or darkly inclined people in real life or online? Well, I don't think I have any problems interacting with anybody online or in the social world. I'm just not very happy when you get people who don't understand you and like call you out on things and just basically try and put you down because they don't understand why you dress alternatively, which is kind of a big problem in the society nowadays. So hopefully some people can get around why most people dress gothic, alternatively, scene, or even emo. I mean, we're all not as what people think. So we're all generally really nice people, and I'm speaking for all of us under an umbrella term. I don't want no fights or like negativity in my comments below this video. So please don't hate me on this, guys. Okay. Which is more important, great hair or great makeup? You're making me choose between makeup and hair? I guess I'm gonna have to say makeup, because if I couldn't wear makeup anymore, I wouldn't know how to express myself, because I love wearing makeup and contacts and stuff, unless contacts come under makeup. Probably not, but as you can tell, I'm wearing contacts now. I got them a couple of weeks ago from Leeds when I went with a couple of friends, and it was quite a fun day. Comment below also if you want me to do more vlogging around wherever I go. Is there something that you wish there was more of in your subculture? I would just say less expensive clothes, because clothes for my subculture nowadays are really expensive. Like, there's so many nice accessories and clothing, but it's just too expensive to buy. And where did I get up to? Care to share an embarrassing story related to your darklingness? I don't think I have an embarrassing story, but when I first started drawing on my eyebrows, a lot of people smudged them off. And I think to me it was embarrassing and it made me angry a lot. And to other people it probably looked weird. So I guess I don't really have an embarrassing story, but just the fact that people kept smudging my eyebrows off a lot, thinking it was funny and stuff. Next question. How are you at DIY? Well, I'm not too bad at DIY. I can sew stuff together. I can modify things. I mean, at the moment, one of my projects, this is the one that I can probably talk to you about. I am creating this costume for a concert next year, and it's almost finished. And I think, well, funny thing, actually, I was just sewing some buttons in last week on the costume that I'm doing, and I accidentally sewed them on the wrong side, so I got really annoyed, and now I'm going to have to take them out and then sew them on the other side, because I'm an idiot, basically. If anybody knows me personally on the YouTube world, you know I'm an idiot. The next one, describe your wedding. Well, ideal wedding, should I say. I haven't really been thinking about a wedding. I mean, I'm only 16, so I don't think I should be thinking about a wedding right now. Here's the confessionals, finally. True or false? I love watching cheesy romantic films. I'd say partly true. I mean, I can sit there and watch like a cheesy romantic film, but I won't be one of those people that watch them all the time. True or false? I always remember to wash off my makeup at night. Yes, I never go to sleep without taking my makeup off because I have so much sensitiveness going on here that if I just leave like eyeliner on, I will not be able to open my eyes the next day. They will be hurting, they'll be like so red and irritated. It's not even worth it to like forget to take your makeup off. Seriously. Next, true or false? I sleep with plushies. If that's the same as a teddy, then no. I have a lot of these, but I don't sleep with them. True or false? I wear non-black PJs most nights. Yeah, sometimes I just like, I've modified leggings so they're like shorts, so if it's really warm at night, I will just like go to sleep in the shorts that I've made. Or sometimes if it is really cold, I will sleep in this blue onesie that has a teddy about here. And I mix and match with pajamas. I don't really care, to be fair. I'll wear anything to bed. I still listen to a boy band that disbanded years ago. No, I do not. I think Andrew Eldritz is overrated. I don't think he's overrated. I mean, I've listened to some of the stuff that he's done, and some things that have been like mentioned haven't been great, but I wouldn't think he was overrated. True or false? I don't like vampires. Seriously, if you watch my last video, you'll obviously know that I love vampires. I don't like clubs. Well, I don't think I'm the type that likes clubs, nor will I probably go to one in the future. So, let's move on to the next one. I'm dating a darkly inclined or goth person. No, I'm not dating anyone. I don't enjoy graveyards. Seriously? I love graveyards, but I just haven't been for a long time. What makes me queasy? Oh. I'm not really sure, to be honest, because there haven't been many situations where it's caused me to be queasy. I'd sooner faint than pet a spider. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I live in a room where it's always spider inhabited. And funny story about spiders, right? It happened a few days ago. I was just taking a bath, like, on my phone, doing nothing, just relaxing in the bath, when all of a sudden a spider drops near the side of me. So I'm screaming, having to jump out of the bath. My uncle runs up and he's like, oh, what's happened? And I'm just like, there's a freaking spider in the bath. It just dropped in the bath right next to me, and I'm just freaking out the whole time. And it was the worst experience ever. Ugh. I hope it doesn't happen to me again. So, yes, I would sooner faint than pet a spider. I don't like haunted houses. Well, unless you mean something you go to when you're at a fair, or like an actual haunted house that's been deemed haunted, then I'm not sure, because I've not been in either of them, so I can't really answer this question. I still browse Hot Topics clearance racks. Well, sadly, because I live in England, there is no Hot Topic, and I wish there was. And I know there's an online site, but I can only... Well, I haven't really had a look at Hot Topic. I just know there is, like, somewhere in America where there's a Hot Topic. So, let's move on to the next question if there's any more. Oh, there's 2 more questions left. I have never read Dracula. Sadly, I have not. And it's probably one of the books that I should be reading. But I've watched the movie, and I really should have read the book first, because usually in movies they don't include all of the information that you get from a book. Last question. I think Bela Lugosi's Dead is a long and boring song. Well, when I got this question, I actually spaced. I didn't even know what the question was about until I googled it and listened to the song, and I was just like, oh yeah, I've listened to this before, and I don't think it is a boring song. I think it's really nice and calming, and one of those songs that you just lay there and just relax and just picture everything in your mind. But I really don't think it's a boring and long song. So, that was all the questions for the Darkling Tag. I am going to tag anyone that wants to do it. So, if you're watching this video, you can do the Darkling Tag. And if you want to connect with me on any other network, I am on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook. I will link them down below. And see you on the next video, guys. Bye!